comes to balancing ethics and entertainment, how should Muslims look to, you know, find the balance between those two things? I use the word preachy, cheesy, you know, like just shoving the message down your throat. And I think that's because they feel like, you know, they have to justify their filmmaking by just being Islamic. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Muslims that they have to be beneficial for, you know, whatever their family, their support group or whatnot. But, you know, in actuality,
I understand what you're saying. I think what's happened was, initially when we started out making films, we had to prove to our parents that what I'm doing is not haram, it's not forbidden within Islam. That was the first part. So we started doing these messages or films or documentaries or short programs or short films where they watch and they say, mashallah, mashallah, praise be to Allah, that, you know, you're making something that's going to guide people. It was trying to get this acceptance from our parents and our elders that, you know, we're not going astray, we're doing something positive for our religion, for our community. So that's that, you know, it's natural that it went through that phase, and, you know, that will filter out itself, because I think people, especially filmmakers, are very intelligent, they're very smart. They will notice that, okay, initially that worked because it was new, no one was making films, but now people are not watching that, so I'm not going to do that. I need to do it. I need to be smart about my message. I need to put my message into something which someone would want to watch and enjoy, and then take the message from that. And I think that's why, you know, a lot of big production films in Hollywood and other countries have been successful, is because they've managed to, you know, fine tune and perfect this method of making something that has message in it. For example, Schindler's List, you know, critically acclaimed, big box office, director, you know, praised, story watched over and over, probably studied by students, and yet there was a powerful message in that film. You know, powerful message of the Holocaust, of, you know, what happened to the Jews, and the Jews suffered, and, you know, the Jews have been prosecuted, and remember this powerful message. And many other films where they have powerful messages, but they've been fine-tuned in a way where it's entertainment, but it's also educating you. So it's edutainment. I think that's a form that's been used to describe films that are educational, entertainment. And I think that's why a lot of children programs, a lot of children animation, a lot of children series and episodes. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch He-Man. He-Man is a old cartoon from the 80s. And he used to become really strong, and he used to do this. And at the end of it, there will be a message saying, and kids, don't forget, you know, the message of today was this, and friendship, or this, and not lying. And as a kid, they were like, oh wow, yes, okay, that's a good message, that's a good message. But I always wanted to watch it for the entertainment and his sword and fighting the baddie. And so now if you look at it, you think, wow, that's really cheesy, you know, like the way you said how cheesy some. So even, you know, filmmakers in the West who've been making films for 100 years or 70 years or whatever at that time, they were doing stuff like that. So I think it's natural that we go through that phase, but I think if you watch a lot of the films that are being made by Muslim filmmakers, Muslim filmmakers, it's like they've kind of gone away from the cheesiness and putting down your throat, and realize that I need to entertain someone, because I wouldn't watch it myself, so I want to make something that I want to watch, but I want to take something away from it as well. It doesn't have to be 50 messages, it could be one simple message that makes me think. And I think Muslim filmmakers are starting to notice that, and I think they'll, you know, fine-tune this method, and they'll learn more, and by making more and collaborating with different groups of people, not just from our own community but outside, they will learn these techniques and tools and apply them to films that they want to make. So again, that I think takes with time. As with the generations of Muslims come who make films, this will be fine-tuned, and I think in the next 5 to 10 years, because already in the last 3-4 years we start to see films that are kind of entertainment based but have messages in them, small budget ones, but I think they're gonna grow because it's natural. It's normal and natural for it to progress like that. where you have filmmakers are really talented. They're Muslim as well, and they'll deal with Muslim issues in a way where you will actually watch. And I think foreigners, non-Muslims, sorry, would watch and enjoy them, and take from them, and also feel entertained for 90 minutes, whatever it is. So it's a natural phase that I think will pass, and it shouldn't be something we need to worry about too much.